There obviously there's arrowsight. If you're mining with arrowsight, then it'll be able to figure it out. Um, the only other way that I could think of
Mm-hmm.
is if you can figure out how the stuff is formed. Then we could theoretically create one.
Sounds like I need to find a geomancer at this point.
Sounds like
Well,
we need to find a djinn or a dwarf.
I was gonna say the issue is you would need a large, high concentration of earth magic in one spot, more or less. Or earth mana, magic, weave, whatever you want to call it.
Question.
Answer.
You have a field that has the ability to adapt to any elemental type that it put into it, right?
Correct. Dissipates after a while. It's enough to charge the coins, but
Is there a coin that has any earth magic stored in it?
nope. None of the ones that you guys brought have that level or that kind of charge.
All right, so keep our eyes out for some sort of source of earth magic. Use it to charge at least a coin. Then we go ahead and take a bunch of coins that have been used up through experimentation, throw them in that
What's
room
going on?
after discharging a earth magic coin to charge up a bunch of coins. Is that feasible?
Possibly.
And once you have like a repeatable source of earth magic that way, um, we just find a way to harness the earth magic in the coins to concentrate it in a point to create Terranite? Like,
I mean, the ability to artificially create it would be nice, but in the current moment, kind of says gesturing back over to his little miniature Tesla field. Doesn't exactly help given time constraints.
yeah. Okay. I'll ask around, see what I can figure out. Who knows? Maybe the pirates have a stash of the stuff. I mean, we still do have a bit of money they owe us, right, Reen?
Correct.
How much is on the ticker?
Currently on the docket, what we currently have 1,665 gold.
Let's go ahead and ask the pirates if they either have Terranite they want to sell us, or if they have maybe a map to a Terranite node that's currently untapped, and we buy the map off them.
Wouldn't that generally be here? Like in the desert-ish area? Somewhere, if they do have a node?
They could.
I guess
I
if
mean,
they're hitting up small islands nearby.
okay. They're pirates, which means they could have found the map on any ship they looted, so it could literally be anywhere.
She does have it could be. I have to agree with Pepper there. It could be on the desert island because it usually is a natural source of you know earthen
Levy just kind of looks, but
energies.
I think that the issue with the desert right now is long-term occupation by a air
Wind
elemental.
Correct.
And with that ruin, somebody brought up a lot of lightning and condensed that, which does lead to the possibility that there could be a source of Khuramite somewhere in those ruins.
Well,
Ooh.
considering those ruins were glassed, getting back there is going to be a dig.
I mean, yeah, eventually we can get it reopened, but that's gonna take some time.
Yeah, and time is currently something we don't have.
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and head back to the pirates. inform them that the elemental has been situated, and see if they have any leads for us. I mean, it's our last day, so if we can get a solid lead on a Turnite stash that we can dig up before heading back to Stargazers, that gets us something that's going to help
Or
us out.
use our reliable trade partners that they are, the pirates, to go ahead and, instead of having to do it ourselves, delegate.
That
So
might
way we
cost
can
a bit extra, but yeah, we can
Well, the thing
outsource
is
the
that
finding to them.
if we go ahead and outsource it to them, right? They dig it up. They find it, they dig it up. They take a percentage, but we still make a profit in the long run.
Are you saying them digging up the ruins to get us the Turnite?
Khuram.
Well,
Yeah.
the Khuramite, but current if they happen to have a map on hand to the Turanite instead, like you were thinking,
Mhm.
we don't necessarily have to go out there if they have a map to it, because it's already probably under their control. They probably already sent scouts out that way.
I like where your head is. I do, because Azzy has a key for Lops's shop. So,
To Lobster Shop.
yeah,
Yeah, we
no,
can
no.
just pay to outsource the mining to them if they're planning on collecting some of it anyway, and just have them give a certain amount to Lops.
Experimentation and resource burning.
Does that sound good for you, Lops? We go ahead and let the pirates know that you're in the market to go and get a hold of some of that?
Fine by me.
Okay.
And we can basically take out
We
an
have to set up
expected
a
amount.
supply line somehow.
And we can take out a specific percentage of what we already have as the searching agreement to start with for them.
Yeah, and
Correct.
the way
So-
it works is the pirates can find the materials many different ways, but throwing those raw materials back on the market when they might be sourced in less than legal ways are hard to do. But something that Lops crafts from those materials is going to be less suspicious on the market, so it might also.
Precisely. That's where my head was at.
Yeah, no, I see where you were going. I approve of that direction. So,
Well, I have to use my brain sometimes. Can't
Boss,
just shoot
master of
everything.
experimental elemental weaponry.
Correct. I mean, he made these for me. Pulls out the explosive cartridges.
yeah. All right. So,
I like the boom those things make.
of course you do. All right. Let's go ahead and get back to Emerald and Azzy, bring them up to speed. Turnite and Kurnite?
Khuramite and Khuramite. Well, Khuramite's not really needed.
Just Turnite?
Just the Terranite's needed for now.
Turnite. Okay.
Lops won't turn down the Khuramite if that is ever thrown on the table. I don't.
Any other materials that I should let the pirates know that you're interested in? I mean, mithril.
I mean, for the purpose of experimentation, mithril would also be helpful.
Okay, so Turnite and mithril. Got it.
Khuramite, Mithril.
Khuramite would just be a bonus.
Okay.
Yeah. Khuramite is the bonus. That's what Rain's basically writing down.
Okay.
Yes, I have explosive handgun rounds. Their file.
They go blam,
All
and then
right.
the enemy goes blam.
and then everything goes blam.
Yes, Lops is our resident exploding artificer.
Mhm.
He
Secondary fact, he's not an artillerist, he is an alchemist.
yes.
Correct.
Which is the great thing is basically, if this was like, I want to compare him to, like, if we were playing 007, he's our Q. He makes fun cool gadgets that just happen to explode.
Oh,
Give
I
him a
made
project
this.
and
I made this really crafty watch that also shoots fucking lasers.
Yeah. I found a Fusilite tripwire mine. I had him turn it into a shape charge. Then I strapped the shape charge to my fist and I punched an assassin in the backside with it. Yeah.
Blew one of her wings off.
Yeah, she did not recover from that.
She's dead.
Yeah.
Did.
She's
Not,
dead.
not from the explosion, but it put her on death's door. Then she got shot.
Yeah.
She got shot and then literally got killed
Eaten.
by Levy, literally slicing her with claws.
Yeah. So
Basically, a good old dragon bites them halfway, wiggles them around, and throws them.
yeah.
Yeet.
So I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a rough fight for them because I think they weren't expecting. Well,
I don't
getting
think we
fast.
were expecting it either. We were really low on resources when we were getting wailed on.
Yeah, I had one little
I'll be right back.
trump card in my back pocket. I was like, I rarely ever use my invisibility thing. I can only use it once a day. I have an explosive shape charge, and I move pretty fast. Okay,
I am the bomb.
I mean,
Bomb has been planted.
yeah, between her shoulder blades.
Firmly grasp it.
Oh,
Good
no.
God.
All right. So you guys go ahead and exit the door that you entered.
Welcome back.
Uh,
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Welcome back. Let's head our way to Emerald. And
I was gonna say-
Azzy.
I was gonna say, as you all sort of exit, I do want you all to make me perception checks.
Yay.
Reception.
Can I use my crit still? I mean, my passive perception is 18.
I need a proper perception check for this one.
Okay.
Okay.
You just had to up me by 2 points, didn't you?
I mean, I have draconic sense. It gives me advantage on perception checks. I don't know what to tell you.
Wait. Let me put it this way. I just realized this. I have Tongue of the Dragon. I get automatic advantage on persuasion. She has draconic sense,
Right.
so she gets advantage on perception.
And Reed has draconic rebirth.
Fucking.
Whee!
It just gives her draconic
She is a dragon.
advantages. Yeah.
Give me a second.
I got
just
the
have
eyes of
to-
a dragon. He's got the tongue of a dragon. She's got the body of a dragon. All together, we're one dragon.
Together, we are the dragons. We'll be
We're
dragging these weapons across your face.
Oh boy.
Okay, so
How-
it
how
is
long-
Reed and Pepper that noticed this.
How long until we get a dragon Megazord?
Wait, it's only Pepper?
No,
No,
Reed
no,
and
Reen
Pepper.
and Pepper.
Oh, I was like,
It's both.
the fuck you mean?
Clean
I
out your
lost my
ears,
voice?
woman.
The
Okay.
two of you
Oh, my
notice
brain's in there.
you get this feeling that you're being watched by something nearby, and Reed, you're only barely able to spot it. The same goes for you, Pepper. But you find yourselves being watched by what appears to be some kind of air elemental.
Is it within 10 feet?
Is it in any form of invisibility?
Oh, well, it's air, so I assume
in
it's
the
kind
air
of
above
blending
you.
into the air.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
was gonna say it's above you.
It's not very visible because it's quite literally air flying in air. So
But you are both able to note that it yeah.
Oh, hi,
Otherwise-
yeah.
But you're both able to note that it kind of looks like a well, a wind serpent.
Oh, hi, yeah. Don't worry. We've moved the other elemental off into another plane for now. He's not gonna be in the zone, and when we leave the area, he'll be going with us off the ship. Like he's not on the physical plane. You're good.
Wait, we're still in the desert, right? This is
Yeah.
a wind serpent?
it is either
I
the-
don't think we're being watched as much as Pepper's being watched.
Why am I being? What? Why would I be being watched?
You
Yes.
talked to a giant wind serpent.
Yeah.
Eh? He was friendly.
Yeah.
This-
My point. He was friendly, so he sent somebody to possibly curry favor with you. I don't know.
Mhm.
I will blissfully, unaware of any of this going on, continue to walk towards Emerald's place.
So does it follow us? Like, can we keep tabs on it technically?
Yes.
Yay!
Okay.
I have a friend. What do air elementals eat?
They
I,
subsist off of magic.
Yeah,
I'm
Also,
going to assume
have any
they
magic
prefer
experience.
light snacks.
just offers up one of the rock candy snacks upwards. Would you like this? I don't know if you would, but hey, I'm offering. The more the merrier.
Eventually, we find
yes, I like.
throughout the course of the campaign, Pepper just starts collecting brands. She's the most branded kobold
She
ever.
is the branded.
I am the avatar, bitches.
Master of the 4 elementals.
Oh my
They
god!
I'm
told me-
master of the 4
They told me
elements.
to. They told me to
None
ride
of
the
them are-
lightning, so I did it literally.
I became lightning and I went bazap.
I'm
like
just
a
imagining
Pikachu.
you riding a lightning elemental that's like as a serpent into battle.
Just getting electrocuted the whole way. Eh.
It tingles.
The avatar, the pepper.
Welcome to the peppering.
Kobold, master of the 4 elements.
Dude, you would by sheer devotion of other kobolds seeing you wield draconic magics like that, or just elemental magics like that, it would probably turn you into a fucking dragon. You by sheer devotion alone.
Yes,
What-
I'm
what
master of the
is-
4 elements: fire, lightning, radiant, and necrotic. Wait, 2 of those aren't right.
Okay.
Wee.
So, what was it? The Kuatao, the fish people that through
The
belief
Kuatoa?
alone can bestow divinity on an individual.
Mhm.
Generally, because it's mass, they're mass worship, much like how any deity comes into existence. But theirs is so fanatical and so just one-lined. And the
Yeah,
best
it
part about it
happens
is,
so quickly.
yeah, the best part
Mhm.
about it is that their clergy can literally just group up and shoot lightning bolts just for existing together.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, we're at the end of this campaign, there's gonna be a temple of pepper.
Oh no.
Yes.
As she ascends to godhood.
I become dragon.
The dragon god of the 4 elements. Lightning, necrotic, radiant.
I think the other
fire.
dragon
Look at
gods are
me,
gonna go
yeah.
ahead and have an interesting conversation with her when she is.
Pepper does that, gets there, and says, "Look at me, I'm here." Gets slapped. I'm no longer here.
I was gonna say Pepper becomes a dragon who has command of elementals, and through her ascension, has the ability to at will just like phase between the different elemental planes and the prime material plane.
Yeah.
Hoi, I'm here. Hoi.
So
I'm just now imagining just her like a pop sound of every time she pops into existence.
Oh yeah,
Like
that
the
pop
instant
and then the sudden
transmission.
smell of ozone. Oh, it's Pepper again.
Just you hear a pop and then just a displacement of air, just like, oh, hi, Pepper.
Did you have fun on your trip?
It's like an anime where they just didn't have the funding for the teleporting. It's just boop.
Yeah, it's just
You just do that point. Yep. All right. So knocking on the door.
quite literally Pepper just doing this.
Instant transmission.
but she would be flipping everyone off.
Well,
Oh,
I
no.
don't know about that.
No, Pepper's too nice, unless it's Varadine, in which case, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
No,
no,
no.
she teleports in, lights everything on fire, instant transmissions out.
Actually,
No.
no, Pepper would, like, begin the instant transmission. Like, she would just give this fucking evil grin to the Varadine grunt, and then be directly, like, in front of them, slightly falling, slamming her club down.
Oh,
No. Because if it is true dragon, no, use a transmission into the clan Vardy member. explode them.
Oh,
Oh no.
yeah. And
How-
here I
how
was
to instantly-
thinking instant transmission. Pepper grabs their ankle. Then all of a
Hell, Frank,
sudden,
yep.
instant transmission. Primordial realm of fire drops him off.
just
All of a
Sorry.
sudden, hit us on the prime material plane. We're seeing Pepper show up, grab a dude, he disappears. Shows up, grabs another dude, disappears. All of a sudden, the grunts just start disappearing from the map. What is she doing with them all? I don't know, but every time she comes back, she smells like burnt meat.
every time she comes back, she smells like ash.
Do
I
you-
smell
Anyways.
burning.
Yeah.
I give you burning.
Anyways,
Sorry.
you knock on Emerald's door.
Knock, 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 knocking on Emerald's door.
Return all the desert garb to her. So the fire elemental has been relocated to another dimension.
Ooh,
We did not
we
need
have,
the scrolls. Here you go.
you have your scrolls.
and return them to her.
Gotcha. I'll choose to not question how.
Azzy,
I made a new friend.
Azzy will understand. Oh, also, tell Azzy that Lops would wants to do some experiments with Titanite, Terranite, Mithril, and Kuranite.
Titanite.
If there were any ways that there were some that we could commission to get delivered to Lops, he would be very interested because he has some experiments that he would like to use those materials on.
Well,
As well as, the
We're willing
making of
to
goods and
help fund
services.
the expedition a bit from our fees,
Correct.
at least.
Yeah, since
Terranite is definitely one of the more rare materials.
Mhm.
And it tends to get bought up at a pretty high price by some companies on the black market and above the black market.
Mhm.
So it is one of our prime money makers. So it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, I imagine.
Unless it just wants a single sample, in which case it's, still going to run a couple hundred gold.
Let's go ahead and what say you, Reen, if we were to go ahead and just to get a sample of the materials that he's asking for, the Terranite, the Mithril, and the
He's going to need a sizonite. He's going to need a sizable bit of material in order to be able to go ahead and
do what he needs to do.
do what he needs to do. Quite literally, this is going to be trial and error. So if we can set up a, say, business line
Mhm.
with Lops that anything that he goes ahead and makes, if it can be replicated and sold via the pirates for them to go ahead and make a quick some money off of it as well. Lops basically invests that into the resources and takes obviously everybody makes a profit.
Mhm. Yeah.
That way he has a constant source of supply. They have a constant source of income. Everybody wins. There's no debts that'll need to be paid, and
we can just pay a starting expedition fee, and that's about it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
We pay for the initial upkeep, and then then just let the money flow where it needs to.
Needless to say, I think we've come to an understanding. We pay an upfront price to get the supplies to Lops so we can experiment with him. Once he's proven that there's a valuable product that can be sold, then Lops and Azrael can work out what the exchange rate would be for him providing goods via raw resources being used. And then the pirates can either use those resources however they deem fit or sell them on the market and get even more money that they're currently getting just for the raw materials, because a finished usable product often fetches more than the raw materials. So
Say you were to go ahead and build, I don't know, off the top of my head, a barrier, shield.
I'm literally just shaking my head.
Emerald just like goes, I'll leave that discussion to Azzy. He's the one with the more business aspected side of things.
If we gave you a 500 gold starter fee just to go and get some of those resources to Azzy, how would you feel about that? Do you want me to roll a persuasion?
Go for it.
Is she said 200 for a small sample. I am saying a little bit more than a sample, but we give you 500.
The out of game, Pepper's brain would have been like, oh, well, if we want to set all these mining expeditions out for like all these rare stuffs, why not just 1,000? But that's in her brain.
Yeah.
We have the funds to do
Yeah,
that.
like we can easily drop up to 1,500 of
could.
our last job into it,
But when we show up to Autumn Vale, we're going to need to go and be able to splash cash like Levy is a noble. So we need to hold on to enough money that when she arrives, she doesn't arrive dressed like a noble, but spending like a pauper.
didn't you already have a funds built up for Levy thing?
The money that was put aside from the initial mission was mostly put aside for the sake of
Transportation and
organizing more or less being smuggled into Autumn Vale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we still, for once we get into Autumn Vale, we still need to have cash on hand to spend like a nobility to sell
And
the
I'm
illusion.
going to assume we're obviously not going to have our armor and weaponry on us when we're in there.
well, I will, because I'll be going in there as a mercenary.
Yeah, see, the role
I
is
or a enslaved bodyguard.
enslaved bodyguard.
Yes.
I am the enslaved herald for her. So, and
Yes, I'm just manual labor.
no.
It's what I was best at.
What is the term for them? Meat slave.
Away?
You're there to go ahead and bring Levy food and treats and stuff. Whenever she's hungry, you bring.
I was going to say, out of everybody, actually, the kobold being the pack mule is probably the most accurate, just because of she has the highest strength score out of everybody.
Yeah. I'm actually used to. You got to remember, in my tribe, I was a miner.
Yeah.
I was used to hauling around heavy loads.
This is why you keep on asking for someone to give you a pickaxe.
I'm
Has
pretty proficient with them, so yeah.
Yeah, okay. We just need to go ahead and get Pepper a little freaking mine shaft that she can go ahead and have town fun time in. Whenever we get between contracts and we got a little personal downtime for our characters, I know where Pepper's probably going.
Yeah. Out of game, kobolds are known to be, pretty much a lot like dwarves when it comes to their understanding of stone and mining and stuff. They like to mine up gems and stuff. So innately.
Yep.
So,
anyways, Emerald goes ahead and says, "Yeah, I suppose we can give you a bit more. 500, you said? Throw in a little extra."
It would be appreciated because, again, it is an investment in Lops's research, which will end up meaning more profit for everyone in the long run.
She kind of sighs and just says, "I'll have it put on your ship." And she kind of starts walking away, and just like you hear her mutter under her breath, "As he's gonna have a field day with that artificer."